Hi, this is Kip Puterbaugh, and on this video what we're going to look at is the similarities between Ben Hogan and Jack Nicklaus. The two of them are hardly ever thought of together as a group because Nicklaus was a very upright swinger of the club and Hogan was a much flatter swinger of the club, so you would hardly ever put the two of these players in the same category as far as swing types. But the thing I want to bring up together with these two players is how they turned their hips towards the top of the backswing and how that resulted in leg drive that was remarkably similar. Even though Nicklaus being very upright and Hogan being very flat, they ended up going through the ball with remarkable similarities. So what we're going to do is we got a red line drawn on the outside edge of each player's right hip, and we'll start with Hogan and we'll start winding him up through the backswing, and we'll notice that as he gets towards the top, if you look at his right belt buckle next to the red line, his hips will keep turning, and the turning of his hips actually positions his weight going forward to his left side at that transition. This is a move that not too many players do. If you look at a lot of tour swings, which I have done over the years, that movement right here of the right hip continuing to turn and allowing that weight to drive over to your left side is not a normal move. I think it's a good move. I think it's a great move. So let's watch Jack Nicklaus. Much stockier build, again much more upright with his arm swing, but let's watch what his right hip does as he now goes up towards his transition. The hip starts doing the same thing that Ben Hogan did. So as he goes through the turn, that extra turning of the right hip is a semi-lowering of the right thigh, and that lowering drives his weight over to his left side. So as the two of them get to this position right here, they are really similar to each other. Now as we watch Nicklaus come down, we'll just kind of go frame by frame and bring the two of them down. I wish we had really clear video on this, but this is not the clearest video, but we'll still see how similar they are. Okay, the two of the players, the hips are turned about the same amount, the weight is at about the same amount. The right leg, the right ankle. We'll go down and bring Hogan down a couple more frames. And then we'll do the same with Nicklaus. So as we watch Jack coming down, again, very similar motions. The thing I like particularly about Nicklaus is a little bit farther into his downswing than Hogan at this point, is how the right ankle has turned down. When Nicklaus won the Masters one year, I don't think it was this year in 1963, he said he felt like his right ankle was getting dirty because he was trying to lower the ankle down. And Hogan also thought about trying to keep the right ankle and the right foot going downwards. Well, you look at the two players, they have a lot of similarities. Now we're coming into the impact area, and we'll just go in one more frame again. And I guess Nicklaus is just a little bit ahead, so we'll bring Hogan up one more frame. And we start to see how their legs are really similar to each other. If you look at the left thigh, the left hip, the position of the head, Nicklaus's head is turned back a little bit more, but the base of his neck is in about the same exact position. The amount of leg drive, the angle of the right leg, everything is really almost a carbon copy of each other. So I really think sometimes we get over-exaggerated on whether we want to go flat or upright. What we really should be studying is how these players move their legs and the sequencing that they use in moving their legs to get to a position that allows them to be very functional through the impact area. I hope that this video helped, and good luck with your golf games, and we'll see you down the road.